Hey yo, welcome to the QB School show. Fired up for this one. All sorts of good stuff. Someone asked me, what is your favorite coverage to throw against? And they painted it as a pretty broad question, and it is to a certain degree, but I think it's one that I think I can talk a little bit about because I do have different feelings for different coverages. But if I had to pick one coverage, everybody's even. Our 10 offensive players and me versus their defensive 11, everybody's even. One coverage I want to throw against all the time. To me, it's easy. And it might be a little counterintuitive to what most people would think. I'd want to throw, I think an easy answer would be anything middle field closed. We're going to work seams or know we have one-on-ones on the outside. We'll take our chances. But for me, I want to throw against cover zero. You break one tackle, it's to the house. You got no middle field player. Yeah, you don't have a whole long time to throw. You got to have a quick timer in your head playing quarterback. You might have an extra guy depending on how they're rushing you. If they're coming from depth, you probably have two hitches. If they're coming from right at the line of scrimmage, you might only have a hitch, if that, or you might have to bail away from the free rusher. And so cover zero to me always exposes people if you don't know what's going on, especially in the pass pro wise. And you got to know how the pass pro is married up to the concepts down the field, because if you know pass pro and you're comfortable about where they're coming from, you can kind of bail and cheat and give yourself a little extra time to make throws that are really daggers and take shots down the field. And then even if you throw stuff underneath, they make one guy miss and it's to the house. So that cover zero to me, and I really remember the transition for that. I used to hate cover zero or getting blitzed like that in high school and early when I was in college. But I remember it was like midway through my college career, you do so much blitz pickup, or we did at that point, and we had these zero checks. And I want to say that we called them black, and it got into our max protect. And once I got comfortable with the process at the line of scrimmage, being like black 94, what was it? It was like black 94 weak, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. You make the check and then you hit a couple. Well, now they're not going to blitz you. There's nobody back there. So if you get blocked up and you time up the cadence correctly so that they're not getting a running start at you, and you know where they'll be free, meaning that you know where the long edge is. In pass pro, for me, I'm always thinking we want to protect the A and the B gaps. Never should there be a free runner through the A and the B gaps. So you're going to have someone maybe come from the C, or if you have tight ends and backs, and you might have someone come from the D outside. But if you know where the free runner is on which edge, and you can bail away from it and throw it down the field to your fast guy with no safety, it's always going to be cover zero to me. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't like throwing against quarters and two and closed and any kind of bracket variation you can figure out. If you know what's coming, it's a fine, right? If that's why the Astros are in so much trouble, right? Like, if you know what's coming, we can hit anything. And so it's just one of those things where, but for me, if I had to pick one, zero. Let's go make that money. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, thank you very much for the different ways to support the channel. You want that guide, get over to the website, dqbschool.com. If you want to get your stuff read, different ways to support the channel, membership, join. You want the in-depth stuff, get over to the Patreon community, really help this thing grow, become what we and I aspire it to be as it continues to get better and better.